I'm streaming from a different platform, but this is something that is very important for a lot of people. So WAEC, NECO, JAMB, uh, those are some of the activities Nelsonic Services Limited used to handle for over 9 years right now. And we help over 500 to 2,000 schools annually solving problems that are related to these very exams. So JAM has been written, WAEC has been written, NECO is still ongoing, but we have a lot of schools that still have problem with one thing or the other that is relating to these examinations. So uh, this video is now to educate the schools in terms of all the three exams and what the schools are supposed to do. For the JAM registration, all students that have written JAM need to proceed to any JAM center and upload their results. Schools have started providing schools have started providing their admissions screening. So any school that you applied for, do well to make sure that you have passed through their screening, because without the screening you might not be able to be admitted. So even if you have the JAM cutoff mark and things like that, you need to pass through the admission uh, process by submitting your screening form to the school. So that is it for JAM. You also, because JAM doesn't provide uh, s- uh, JAM results over the internet anymore. I don't know why they did that. They do it over text. So it's just a means of making more money after the ones they've collected. But we believe that whatever it is, you should have your JAM result with you. So you can only print your original JAM result. If you can't be able to log into your platform, you lost your email or your phone number, the only place you can get your JAM result is to go to any JAM center. They have admin access to be able to access your profile and do any activities for you. So that is it for JAM. Then for WAEC, those who have written the WAEC examinations, schools that have not uploaded their third year CA, you have to maybe pay the fine and be able to upload it. That is for WAEC. We are going to talk on WAEC more, but right now, dwelling on the NECO third year CA. Remember, previous years we have year one, year two, and year three. So this year, NECO has removed the option for third year CA. Let's log into. Let's see. So as you can see, let's that for normal registration. This one is notification for uh, registrations. This is passed because NECO has closed. I don't know why they still keep this notification active on their portal. And we know Nigeria, they are not keen with updating their portal very often. So that's the information. So all you need to know is that third year CA has been removed. Previously, we had normal registration, late registration, normal third year CA, and late third year CA. So from March 9th to October 9th, that was normal registration. I don't know why it's October 9th, because it stopped around June. So even the timeline is off. It's normal registration, then late registration went over until around June something. WAEC was still active. So the third year CA option has been removed. And if you check the NECO software, it is not there. So it means NECO third year CA is not an option for this very year. So just take note of that. Then uh, you go to candidate list. So all candidates have been registered and they have written the examinations. All you have to notice that there's no more third year CA. Now going over to WAEC. Schools that write WAEC uh, that are involved in WAEC I've been getting a lot of calls, people saying they want to learn how to register WAEC. How would they start? So if you are one of the persons that want to learn how to register WAEC, all you have to do is to make sure that you visit this portal, register yourself, get any school that is used to writing WAEC, collect their CAS reference number, verify your account with it. The moment you verify, you can now officially be able to register WAEC on behalf of schools. So, like you saw on our platform, we have over 23,000 schools, 29,000 schools. WAEC has about 32,000 because I think Ghana has about 5,000. Then the other states take the rest, but Nigeria alone has over 20 something thousand WAEC centers. So they make a lot of money from Nigeria. So that is it for WAEC CAS. So you can log into this platform. Most of these data, they are not sensitive data because you don't need to hide them for any reason. They are public informations that doesn't really change. So the other portal you have to visit is waeconline.org.ng. So you know about WAEC International. That is where the continuous assessment of all students are inserted. Appeal against decision must receive within 1 year. Okay. So you explore services, and this is the one we are looking for. So we have completed the WAEC for this year, but I'll just show you what you have. This in this portal you can be able to see the details of so every year this data expires, and now that exam is closed, they're just useless informations that are there. And that's it for WAEC. And you know the two portals, if you work well with these two portals, you won't have any issue. But there's another link that you need to know. It's offline. It's offline.waec.org.ng. This is where you find the softwares for WAEC. This is where you find the softwares to download. As you can see, direct installation. So this is where you find uh, the link of all the softwares you need to download. As you can see, for this year, they have added a special requirement. You need to install this one separately and install this one separately. Previously, the setup file will download everything that you need. It will download this, and this. But now you need to install this one and this one. See, the following prerequisite can also be downloaded manually on click of install button below. So you need to click this and install these ones. Then we have the biometric prerequisite. You need this for you to work with the biometric software. So the biometric the device you use for WAEC is Digital Personal or Zenok. There are many other brands, but as far as they run the UIU API driver, then you're okay with it. Then for NECO, you use the Foodtronic. Then for WAEC, there's an additional requirement, which is a camera. That is Microsoft HD 3000. That is what you need for WAEC registration. So be sure that you have all those things if you want to prepare to go into WAEC registration. Now for the final note. This is a live session and I want to help those who wrote WAEC in 2026. Everybody that wrote WAEC in 2026 was not issued the WAEC ID card that used to come every year for students. I don't know why they stopped it, but it was actually something that is not that important. So WAEC had not issued it for anybody. Now, how do you get your WAEC ID result checker pin? To get your WAEC result checker pin, you need to go to WAEC.org. I think so. Okay, it's it. You need to come to WAEC.org. On WAEC.org, that is the same location where you get WAEC certificates, digital certificate. So you come to this section of serial number and pin. Now, if you come to this section of serial number and pin, it's redirecting to another tab. That is why I'm bringing it back. So it brings you to this get your certificates. So, or you recover candidate exam number. For WAEC, candidate exam number is not that hard because it's usually center number, serial number. So you select the year, there's only 2026. Then it's WASE for school, then the candidate exam number. Whatever the candidate exam number is, you just add it up here. Then the NIN number, the 11-digit NIN number of that very candidate, the one that was uploaded to WAEC database, that is what you put. The moment you put those information, WAEC automatically runs through their database to check for a matching detail. By the time they find the matching detail, which is usually the exam number matching the NIN number, they now ask you. Let's say, for example, we have this and we have this. The next thing they will try to ask you is the email. You have to give one email address and a valid phone number. Those will be used to receive an OTP. That OTP will be used to check if you are having a valid record on the WAEC database. The moment those details are verified, simple. They will email you your result checker pin. So if you have an issue, because we'll start supplying uh, the service for result checker pin on our website, and if you don't have the result checker pin, please do well to proceed, or you visit our platform if you are a student who wrote this year. Visit our website and we'll be able to provide that service for you. So if there's anything else, I'll come back and inform you. So that's it for today, and thank you all for listening.